Welcome, everyone, to another deep dive. Today, we're tackling something really fun and unexpected. Christmas, but in July.
Yeah, quite the twist on tradition.
Exactly.
Hmm.
We're pulling from Summerville's Christmas in July, a sunny celebration, and our mission really is to explore how traditions get
That's,
reimagined.
what actually makes a celebration feel joyful.
Right, even when it's hot outside, totally sunny, zero snowflakes. So the big question is, how do you even do Christmas without snow?
It's a great question.
So let's get into it. Mayor Tinsel in Summerville. This idea pops up right in the heat of summer. What was the first reaction where people were like, what?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
The source makes it clear there was definitely some head scratching, the kids especially.
Yeah, what did they say?
Well, things like, wait, no snow. Are we still going to have hot cocoa? Where are the reindeer? That kind of thing.
Right. That really highlights the challenge, doesn't it? Getting past those fixed ideas.
It really does. Forces you to think, what's the real core of this holiday beyond, the winter stuff?
And that's where it gets interesting because the mayor didn't just give up. They went all in on summer. Sand, swimsuits, sprinkle-covered snow cones, making magic. How did that actually look?
Well, what's fascinating, I think, is how they adapted it. It wasn't about ditching Christmas, but changing its form while keeping the spirit alive.
Okay, so specifics.
Yeah, the book mentions things like seashell wreaths instead of the usual evergreen ones,
Seashell wreaths, nice.
and palm trees decorated with lights. Oh, and snowmen, but get this, made out of beach balls.
Beach ball snowmen, that's brilliant. It's playful, right? Really leaning into the novelty.
Totally. And it got the community involved, embracing how different it was.
And the characters. I read something about elves in flip-flops.
Yep, elves ditched the boots for flip-flops. But the big one was Santa.
Santa, don't tell me.
He arrived on a surfboard, apparently yelling, "Ho, ho, hold my sunscreen."
Ha! No way! That's perfect. It just screams Christmas, but make it summer.
Exactly. It showed that even the iconic figures could adapt, as long as that core feeling the joy, the giving, was still there.
Yeah, that makes sense. So if we zoom out a bit, this whole thing really shows that joy and generosity, they don't really need a specific season, do they?
Not at all.
Mm.
And they found really creative ways to keep that festive energy going with new activities.
Like what kind of summer Christmas activities did they do?
Well, there was a water balloon gift exchange.
Okay, that sounds fun and practical for summer.
Right. It captures that surprise of gift giving, just, wetter. And they had a deck the pool cannonball contest.
The cannonball contest. That's festive energy right there. So it's about translating the feeling, not just copying the actions.
Precisely. Finding the summer equivalent of that holiday spirit.
Even Santa snacks got a makeover, right? No milk and cookies?
Nope. He got pineapple pizza and frozen grapes.
Pineapple pizza. Wow, they really committed to the theme, didn't they? Down to the food.
They absolutely did. It kind of makes you think, what parts of our traditions are set in stone and what parts could actually be, played with?
So that leads to the big takeaway. What did everyone agree on at the end? They're gathered around this bonfire shaped like a Christmas tree, singing carols with ukuleles. What was the feeling?
Well, the source is really clear on this. It definitely wasn't snowy, not a bit, but it was incredibly joyful.
Okay.
The main lesson seems to be that Christmas, or really any tradition, isn't just about the weather or the specific food or decorations.
It's about the spirit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the spirit you share, the community connection, the joy of giving. That stuff works no matter the season. Summerville showed that the rituals can change, but the purpose, that connection, that joy, that's what matters.
That's a really powerful point. So for you listening, this dive into Summerville's unusual Christmas really shows traditions can be super creative.
Yeah, you can make magic with imagination, community.
And apparently a lot of sunscreen.
Definitely sunscreen.
So maybe something to think about. How could you rethink a tradition? Or bring that feeling of joy and giving into a totally unexpected time of year, inspired by Summerville's sunny spirit?